We spoke with Victoria a couple of weeks ago, but it's time just to remind you that coming up at the Warner Theater in Torrington, Connecticut, December 10th and 11th, 17th, and 18th, the Nutcracker from the Nutmeg Ballet Company. More information is available. You can go to Warner Theater, you can go to their website, or you can go to nutmegconservatory.org. And we welcome in Victoria once again. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So how's everything going in preparation for the Nutcracker?
Oh, it's getting very exciting. We are, looking at just a couple weeks left. So, after Thanksgiving, our students have a little bit of a break on Thanksgiving because they've been working very hard. And now we are going into the final full week in the studio, and, costumes will come, and we'll, practice with our costumes the first time, and it just gets very exciting. And the real props, and then we move into the theater, and, this is what they prepare for. This is what they want, more than anything, to get on stage and be in front of a live audience.
When you think of the holidays and you think of what you get entertained with on the holidays, there's a few things that are out there that people know about. But I think the one that sticks with everybody because you enjoy it as a child, you enjoy it as an adult, and that is the Nutcracker. I think that's really an introduction to, I'll say, classical music and opera all at once for young children to get used to early in their life.
That's true. The beautiful score by Tchaikovsky is really and the story, it is quite an intense story. Young Maria, and people do have different versions of it, but our story is young Clara, rather, and she goes on a journey. She's growing up. Her uncle, Dr. Drosselmeyer, gives her a beautiful nutcracker that is quite odd as a gift, maybe, and she just falls in love with it, and this nutcracker grows up and, transitions, and she journeys with him into a land of snow and into a land of fairies and sugar plums and characters. So it's quite a beautiful, beautiful, not too long. The first act has a battle scene with we have wonderful costumes with mice and, little tiny wooden soldiers, and the tree grows. So that little children, especially in the party scene and the battle scene, they are very, very excited, to see what's going on. And I think we tell the story. We have a professional actor who plays Drosselmeyer, and he really brings the, story across.
We're speaking to Victoria Mazzarelli. And once again, I think also where you hold it makes a difference for people, especially young children that haven't seen it yet. When you see it at the Warner Theater, you see it in all the grandeur that it's meant to be shown. Oh,
that is so right. The space. I grew up in Torrington, so for me the Warner Theater is very special. In 1983, 84, we walked back into it, quite a mess. Excuse me. This morning I've got quite a throat.
Yeah.
And it is just a beautiful place for the whole community to share in, and the whole wider community too. And how it's come into such a beautiful transition, how they've renovated it and the wonderful things. And it's right next door to us. So we share, a wall, and so when we go over, it's really right next door for us, so it's absolutely perfect for us to just go over and warm up in our own studios and walk over to do the production. The Art Deco, beautiful, beautiful theater. We're very proud of it, and we're excited when people come, especially for the first time. They're really quite surprised when they walk in.
Well, it just goes together. The grandeur of the theater adds to the experience when the lights go down and the show starts. It has to be a little hair-raising, a little goosebump-raising for people when that happens.
It is magical. It is magical, and that's what happens to the dancers as well. Performing is quite extraordinary, and you prepare, but you prepare so much for them. and for our students that you want them to be able to deal with anything that might arise in a performance. The music's not starting, you know, or a set piece not quite working, or someone forgetting. You know, these are children. They're age 6. The youngest angel's 5, 6 years old, and you know, our oldest students 19. You know, they're young, so anything can happen. But you know, we hope that they prepare. But you know, the audience member for them. You know, I know stories of families that have come for so long, and then they start to bring, you know, with their grandparents and their children and their great grandchildren. It's just lovely, and they look forward to it. And of course, this time of year, you know, and now that Thanksgiving is over, it's just really, you know, we're flying into Christmas and the season. So it's just lovely. I love to hear the kids talking when I sit in the audience before the show.
It's coming up very soon. The Nutmeg Ballet's Nutcracker for 2022 at the Warner Theater, December 10th at 2, December 10th at 7, December 11th and 2, December 17th at 2, December 17th at 7, and December 18th at 2. For tickets, it's very simple. Just go to nutmegconservatory.org, and you can click right there and get your tickets right there to enjoy the show. Well, once again, best of luck, happy holidays, and continuing on with the tradition that is something special in our area, and that is the Nutmeg Ballet and the Nutcracker.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here, and I hope that a lot of people come out. And you know, after you know, we're coming out of our shells and coming into more normalcy, it's really nice thing to see people, you know, getting their tickets, making it a whole event. So thank you for having me.
All right, Victoria, have a great day.
Oh, thank you. You too. All the best.
Victoria Mazzarelli once again from the Nutmeg Conservatory, the Nutmeg Ballet, the Nutcracker, starts December 10th, and nutmegconservatory.org.